Hello everybody, my name is JimPax, and welcome back to another Top 10 mCreator mods of the week. Now if you don't know what this series is, it's basically a series where I showcase 10 mCreator mods made or updated within the week, or, slightly before it. I'm not very strict on that rule. But essentially, I do the series to prove that not all mods made with the mCreator software are bad, and a lot of them are actually really good. Now all these mods I think accurately represent just how far mCreator can be pushed to make amazing mods. And without further ado, I guess we should just get right into the showcase. Before we begin, all these mods are for 1.15.2 Forge, and all the links to them can be found in the description below. I highly recommend you check these out, and check out the creators. All of them are very talented, and without further ado, let's begin. The first mod I have to show you is Battle Axes. Now this is a very simple mod which adds battle axes. They're battle axes. It's not very complicated. I think this mod is good because it does that and only that. It doesn't have any extra, this isn't like a side product of something. This is just what the mod is. You know what you're getting, and that's all you're getting. All of these have pretty nice textures, which I think fit very well into vanilla without being just the axe duplicated. There are definitely some variants there, especially if you look at the shading of the border. The darkness continues all the way across, and it's not just, like I said, the axe texture copy pasted. All in all, very solid mod. I think it's pretty good, and I think you should check it out. The next mod I have to show you is the Color Horizons mod. This is another very small mod which adds, it's basically a decoration mod that adds different colors and walls and such. The walls down here are concrete walls, which of course you make out of concrete, and it's what I've chosen as the border separator for this episode. There's also a new kind of ore called plastic ore, which is basically this mod's solution to hard color blocks. You can see we got these plastic blocks, which are like concrete except without any of the pattern. It's just straight up color. And I think it's pretty sweet. There's also this amethyst ore, which doesn't really do much except you can make it into an amethyst block, which does look pretty nice. If I could make any complaints though, it would be that the amethyst is still green with a purple overlay instead of just straight up purple. I made a better purple looking emerald in my mod, the Hinterlands, which you should definitely check out. It's on my profile on mCreator. But the block looks pretty nice. Could probably be a little more shiny. Not my place to judge that though. It's pretty good as is. I do like the texture of the plastic and the idea of the mod in general. Pretty sweet, and I think you should check it out. The next mod I have to show you is the Riftstorm mod, which isn't a full RPG mod yet. It's very small and in development, but as of right now, it adds these skeleton weapons. These are pretty nice, and you craft them out of the undead fragments, which you can make with 1 bone and 3 rotten flesh. I think. If I'm wrong, then whatever, you'll find out when you download the mod. But anyways, it has a pickaxe, a hatchet, a blade, a flail, and a shuriken, which has a pretty nice sound. All in all, based on the textures and functionality, I have a feeling this mod will grow into a very, very well-made RPG mod. I think it's something to watch out for. The next mod I have to show you is the Mow Hedges mod. This mod is a very small and simple mod which adds regular hedges and thin hedges. Thin hedges were actually my idea. I suggested the idea to him on the first update with just the regular hedges, but essentially it's like leaf walls. You can build them to make pretty nice looking hedges for a maze or whatever. It's entirely up to you. I think it's pretty cool, especially with the thin ones. Adds some nice variety. I particularly like these kinds of mods because if you want to use them with other mods, you don't get duplicated features. It's just this, and it's pretty good for what it does. Can't complain. The next one I have to show you is the Playtex Furniture mod. This is a mod which adds furniture similar to Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, except made with mCreator and, a bit smaller. It has a lot of decoration blocks like the, it's a phone. Yeah, this mod is definitely not originated from English, but it's a pretty good mod nevertheless. As you can see, we have the package. It has different names in the actual inventory. It's funny. There we are, package. Got packages, smartphones, stoves. Some of the blocks have a weird placing mechanism, so it changes the name. But anyways, I'm gonna go through everything. We have the package, the smartphone, the stove, which has functionality, the pan, which you can put on the stove. It has this closet, a little bedside table. This is an outdoor lamp. This is a regular lamp. And then we have metal shelves, which of course you can store things in, as with many of the things in this mod. and it adds a bunch of food, which you use the pan on the stove to cook with. Though, the textures, like with most mods, could be improved. Hey guys, I'm a texture artist. I could help you out with that if you want. But anyways, to craft a lot of these, you're going to need some aluminum, and this carton would be for the package. All in all, pretty simple mod, not very big at the moment, but with time, I'm sure it will grow into a furniture mod which could potentially rival Mr. Crayfish's. Who knows, you know? The next mod I have to show you is the Desolate Deserts mod. This is basically a mod which adds more types of desert and some lore into the game. To start off, there's some more sandstone with different cut faces. There's the cat, the skeleton, the zombie, and the spider. There's also cactus wood, which you get from combining oak and cactus into a one single type of wood. I think this is pretty cool because the door has glass on it, and the green is a pretty nice shade. This mod also adds a new kind of ore, which is fire opal. As you can see, you can make it into swords, pickaxes, shovels, hoes, and axes, like any regular ore, and also a pretty sweet looking block. I do really like that. There's also some armor, which looks a bit like netherite, but a lot cooler, in my opinion. Look at that. Some pretty slick armor. There's also sand bricks, which is another decorational component, which you make out of sand bricks, obviously. And then there's a bone shard and a bone sword. That is all the mod currently has to offer, but I'm sure with time the mod will be incredible. Because as it stands, the mod has amazing textures and an amazing premise, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. The next one I have to show you is the Super Mario Bros. Mod, which basically adds a bunch of pixely Mario blocks from the various games into Minecraft. These all look pretty sweet. I believe they are the exact pixels that are in the actual Super Mario games, and they work really well as functional and decorational blocks. Currently, the blocks that are supposed to have functionality, such as the question block, do not quite have the functionality yet, but I'm sure that will be fixed in time. There's also these pretty cool platform blocks, mushroom blocks, and if you want to see these in action, this mod also adds a dimension, which you can take to check it all out in your world. To open this portal, you're going to need a superstar, and when you right click, as you can see, the portal opens. Loading into this dimension, you can see it's very bright and very neon, and it has these mushrooms everywhere. I think that this place looks pretty sweet, in my opinion. It's very complete, has the underground stone as the stone, and it has the grass, and so on and so forth. It's a pretty nice looking place, especially with the mushrooms and everything. I'm not sure if there are different biomes. Ah, yes, there they are. Yes, there are different biomes. So you can, check out Super Mario Worlds in 3D in this dimension. But anyway, that's enough of this mod. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description as usual. And moving on. The next one I have for you is the Abaddon mod, which is a work in progress mod which is centered around a dimension. As you can see, we got orchid logs and planks, as well as orchid grass of different variants. The ore that this mod adds is called Crystallium, which has a very nice texture, and it has all the tools and a nice little gem here. That's everything you can find at the dimension. There's also these two mobs, which I actually helped texture. There is the Slourth, and there is the snail, which is absolutely adorable. Look at that. Absolutely adorable. Anyways, for the actual dimension, you're going to need this True Orchidus Portal Igniter. And as you can see, the portal opens. However, if you step in, you can see that nothing happens. That's because to enter this dimension, you don't need just the lighter, you're also going to need this Orchidus key, which you put in your offhand. And there you go, you can enter the portal. And here we are in the True Orchidus. This is a very incomplete dimension, with not a lot of features as it is. However, like I've said for the other mods, I am sure that when it's more complete, things will be definitely a bit better. I do enjoy the little flowers that this adds. Really cute. But anyways, coming back, that's basically all this mod has to show. It has a very creative idea and some very nice colors. I do like this portal block. Makes for some nice patterns. And that's pretty much it for this mod. The next mod I have to show you is Ducks Apostrophe with an apostrophe S. Yes, it is the same mod creator as Scorpions apostrophe S, and it's another mod which adds one kind of mob and it's just a little game enhancer. I wonder if you've noticed a theme this episode. But anyways, if we take these 3 duck spawn eggs, you can see that there is this duck, and the baby duck. adorable. But anyways, these mobs have some pretty nice models, even if they are a little
wide.
But anyways, these mobs drop 2 kinds of feathers depending on which one you kill. I think you can determine which one's which just by looks because it's pretty obvious. And you also get this duck meat, which you can tell it was made based on the chicken texture, but it's a little bit bigger than 16 by 16 and it doesn't really have to be. So I feel like that texture could be improved. But in any case, you can cook it and eat it as per the normal meat procedure, and you also get these duck eggs, which don't really do much, except summon baby chickens. Pretty sweet mod, even if it is a little bit small. Just like Scorpions, small, but it definitely adds something to the game. The final mod is pretty similar actually. It is the Dictodon mod. It adds these absolutely adorable little creatures, Dictodons, which you can tame and have as your little armies. There are zombie versions and kamikaze versions, which when killed, see, there it is. So you can see it summons lightning when killed, and it's pretty cool. There are structures that you can find which contain the Sacred Burrow, which summons the Overlord, which is a pretty powerful Dictodon, which is sort of like the boss mob. So I'm going to show that last. To breed these things, you need the Magic Tuber. These guys are absolutely adorable, and I really love the texture work on them. It's phenomenal. Like, just look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Just look at him. Adorable. I think this mod definitely adds something unique and special to the game. And here's the Overlord. He's definitely very powerful, so you're going to need to be careful when fighting him. And you're going to need some pretty good stuff. I'm going to grab this Yeetus. And as you can see, when he's hit, he flies like way up into the sky. Nothing really special happens when you kill him. It's just a boss mob to fight. Also, there's lightning, which hurt my ears just a little bit. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this mod, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys liked the selection of mods that I gave for you today, then make sure you check some of them out and maybe try some of them on your own. If you want a little more information on the mods, you're going to want to check out their mod pages, which again, I've linked in the description. And I guess with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Reminder that these are for Forge 1.15.2, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.